Mystic Knotwork is really the growth of my grandfather's business of Beaudoin's rope locker. He was an artist basically from the 50s up until '96 when he decided to basically wind down what he was doing and asked me if I wanted to work with it as a craft. So Mystic Knotwork is the outgrowth of that. I really wanted to keep his memory alive, really wanted to act as a tribute to him and to show the world what the best of Mystic is, using my grandfather's memory, and just letting the world know the amazing man my grandfather was and just everything he did for both the community of Mystic and the knot tying community itself. The customers just there for us. If it wasn't for the customers we have and for the relationships we've created over the years, this wouldn't be what Mystic Knotwork is. And it really does mean a lot to have people bring their grandkids in, where they bought things from my grandfather and had custom bracelets made and very fancy things. Just hear the stories, and I've actually learned more about my grandfather and how people respected him since he's passed than when he was alive. Because when he was alive, he was grandpa. When he passed away, now it's a community of people who come in here and tell me stories about my grandfather and how they influenced his life and encouraged them in different ways. And it's funny because my grandfather's humor was such that I never realized just how impressive and how just amazing he was in the community. Not just here in Mystic, but around the world, people were coming to see him and learn from him. So most of the knots we tie in the shop, my grandfather started teaching me when I was 7 years old. I got a chance to work with him more than 20 years of my life. So the knots are the easy part. When I went to school, computer science in the 80s, it wasn't the same computer science as nowadays. So what's happening is this little silly knot business is really pushing me and really driving me to learn the highest tech stuff, and it really is the part nobody sees. Mystic's not just a museum. Mystic's real. You walk the streets, you see all the charm. You see the colors of the buildings, you see the signs of who actually lived in the house first. There's nothing fake here. We don't have a lot that was torn down and rebuilt. It's all original. It's all what it was. Walk a street back from our shop. Look in the residential areas of our town. They're all a step back in time. It's just an amazing town. I'm glad to get a chance to explain a little bit what Mystic Knotwork's about and just a little bit behind the scenes, how the thought patterns go. And when you do come down to Mystic, stop by the shop, say hi, and check out my grandfather's legacy.